Viewers, today latest update from Ethiopia, Tigray and Afar region. Viewers, we are continuing our coverage of the ongoing civil war taking place inside of the former state of Ethiopia. Viewers, I wanted to talk about the ongoing Tigray Defense Force operation in the Afar region. So the Tigray Defense Force launched this operation a few weeks ago. Started a few weeks ago with the intent of removing Afar regional militia threat and Eritrean army threat into the Tigray region. And this operation has gone incredibly well for the Tigray Defense Force, probably better than intentionally anticipated, in which we have seen the seizure of Obama and the town of Brahel is now under the control of the Tigray Defense Force, as well as large areas both north and the way south of Brahel and Obama further south, so several districts of the far region have been are now a de facto under the control of the Tigray Defense Force. Now the intentional operation was not designed to seize control of vast areas of territory as I said before, and there had been some talk about a possible movement of the Tigray Defense Force towards the border. With Eriteria again, I would say that is very unlikely, and I would say kind of that outside of your realm of thinking. Again, the area is just too desolate and it would be very difficult to supply forces moving into Eriteria from the far region. But in terms of the operation, its intended operation, which is to destroy and eradicate Afar regional militia units that were operating just across the border and again were launching harassing raids into the Tigray region. And it was kind of a thorn in the Tigray Defense Force operational strategy as they are looking further west to have this force of Afar regional militias quite possibly threatening towns near the capital Mekelle. So this operation was launched again. Multiple regiments of the Tigray Defense Force were utilized and whoever the commander is of this operation has done remarkably well. He has encircled and destroyed several units of Afar regional militias to including elements of the Eritrean army as well. So again we are continuing to hear reports that the some of these Afar regional militias in the Afar regional governments is now complaining that they are not receiving active support from the Ethiopian National Defense Force, also known as the Able Loyalist Formation, in the fighting in the Afar region. So again it would appear that victory has been achieved by the Tigray Defense Force in the ongoing fighting in the Afar region. The fighting still continues. The Tigray Defense Force is still engaging remnants of the Afar regional militias and Eritrean army that was a camp that was in many of these towns such as Adi, Noya and Abala as well in Brahel, but many of these areas have been uprooted and removed as a threat to the Tigray region by the Tigrayan Defense Forces in conducting a set operation. And again, we are kind of hearing the feedback on the part of the far regional militias that they are very unhappy with the support that they are now receiving from the Ethiopian National Defense Force. In fact, they are probably receiving more support from the Eritrean army as opposite to the loyalist formation. And again, as I talked about before, the primary reason for that is the loyalist formation really have their hands full with the Oromo Liberation Army and that great siege where we can go on down the Oromia region and have a look at what exactly we are seeing within that environment, and again we have received in terms of the ongoing war that is taking place in Oromia. We can physically see the Oromo Liberation Army recruits of being trained and organized in a manner that looks fairly professional. Again, what we are seeing in these tropes, these recruits of the OLA are all wearing the same uniform. So, this is the latest update about it. For more latest report, please subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.